Alright, welcome back to the Checkered Peaceful Nascar League. I'm your host, Morris173, and tonight's going to be part number 2, and it's going to be qualifying from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the Rhino Pro Truck Outfitters 300 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Las Vegas, Nevada. Going to see how many people are going to be on the strip today out there and doing some burnouts for the fans. Now, hopefully one of these guys will be able to continue their burnout party after this race tonight, where one of them goes to victory lane and celebrates with the ladies down there at Vegas, at victory lane. But until then, they're gonna be strapped up tight in their cars. They're gonna pull them belts tight, and they're gonna go racing around this 1/2 mile tri-oval. And it's gonna be a really long race. I think it's gonna be 150 laps. I think. I could be wrong about that. I think it's 150 laps. Last night's race was 67 laps, so... 150 laps. No, not 150. What am I saying? The Cup Series one's 134 laps, so... maybe 100 laps. I think it's 100 laps. Because the Truck Series ran 100... they won 134 laps normally at the Truck Series, so... it was 67 laps last night. So tonight probably be 100 laps. And then tomorrow night's going to be 134 laps, which is going to be lovely. But, going to be interesting to see how these National Series guys handle being the final race on Nascar E3 for National Series. Last night was the last race for the Truck Series on E3, so, and they got like another month for their next race, which is Talladega, so we'll start off the next round of playoffs for them. So, I had to pop my arm right there. If you heard that little crack, that was my arm popping. Ow. There we go. So, it's going to be interesting to see how qualifying goes. There's going to be some fast guys here. You got Bradley, who's subbed for GT Jones in the 5 car. He did one well last night, but that's not going to stop him from showing what he's really made of here tonight. Got Predator, who's always fast wherever we go. Same with Weasel in 18 and Cargo 42. They're also fast everywhere we go. Got who else we got? We got Nascar Man the 7, who finally found out today, a few days ago, that his spot is clinched for the playoffs, so his quest of the championship will continue. And unfortunately, he hasn't had the season that he wanted this year, so hopefully he can turn that around with the championship one for the ages. Now, I'll be back in a second. Get ready to accept this invite. Alright, we're here now. While we're waiting to load in, I'm going to plug my controller up real quick because the battery is just a tad low on it. So, plug that in. Get this into the controller. Right there, click. Alright, now the controller's charging, and so will my spirit. Alright. Here come the drivers down pit road. There's Bradley in the 5 walking some new colors tonight. You got Weasel in 18 walking the Rude colors. You got Nascar Man walking the Hellman's paint scheme. Got Incog in the Fast Alarm Services car. Got Ryan in the Flex Seal car. So we can see who's the first one to go out of these 6 drivers. Very small field tonight for an National Series race, which is a little surprising. Let's see who's the first one to go on the track is. While we're waiting, Ryan Guy is still, for next week, Ryan Guy is still going to be in the 0 car with the same sponsorship. Weasel will still be in the 18 with a different sponsorship from IK9. Also, Toyota's rocking a new body, the Toyota Supra. Nascar Man will still be in the 7 car. Bradley will be in the 48 car, still in the Cup Series. But the 5 car will not be on the track. GT Jones will be piloting the 1 car next week, next Saturday in Richmond. And Cargo will be changing cars from the 42 to the 10. Rocking also a new sponsorship as well. He's also changing teams as well. So he's going to go from Chip Ganassi to Colleague Racing in the 10 car. The second car out of Sable. And Predator will still be in the 9, but he's been rocking a new sponsorship from Switch. As the first car hit the track, it's Bradley at the 5. As he comes back up onto the track, gonna get his tires warmed up, he's gonna get his car warmed up, the engine warmed up. Rocking the Northland colors on that car. This will be the only time I've seen this car on the track, this paint scheme on the track. There's C.T. Jones, and the one car only has 2 paint schemes so far. The American Heart Association car that he ran in Michael Annette ran in Daytona, and the normal Pilot Flying J colors. As Bradley comes off of turn 4, crosses the finish line, takes the green flag. Qualifying is underway from Vegas. Bradley won the middle in 1 and 2. It's going to drift up to the top lane a little bit, half a lane between the middle and the top. Down the back straightaway. Heads off into turn 3. Right to the bottom. He's going to drift up a little. Going to go to the middle, come out of turn 4. Now this is his first lap here complete. See which lane he takes for the second lap. Back to the middle in turn 1. He's going to drift all the way to the top, this time earlier than usual. He was up at the top a little, just coming out of turn 2. That time he was in the middle 1 until he drifted up to the top lane. Diving off into turn 3. He's going to go right back down to the bottom. But he's going to drift it back up to the middle. And a little up to the top lane coming out of turn 4. A little surprised about that. He's going to cut across apron and the start finish line. His lap is done. Here's Nascar man the 7. Helmets will probably not be returning to the car at the end of the season. But Nascar man the 7 completes his qualifying lap. And Hickok at the 42. His sponsorship Fire Alarm Services will be going over to Trainer in the 23 car for GMS Racing. But he completes his qualifying lap, and that's his lap done. So the next car here's a track I believe will be Wine Guy in the 0. Then Weasel in the 18, the Predator in the 9. We'll see if I'm correct on that. I was correct. Wine Guy in the 0 is going to hit the track now. Then it'll be Weasel in the 18 and Predator in the 9. Now Wine Guy is still going to be with the 0, but he's still going to be with JD Motorsports next year. He's going to still be in the 0 car. Still going to have Flex Tape as a sponsor. But be very interesting to see if the new ale package or the new way of racing in NASCAR 4 is going to have an effect on him as he crosses the finish line now to start his qualifying lap. He dives off into turn number 1. He's going to go right down to the bottom, which is different from Bradley because he ran in the middle. He's going to stay in the middle, come out of turn 2, jump to the top lane for a split second there. But he's going to go down the back straightaway here. Dives off into turn number 3. Go right down to the bottom. Once again on the bottom, just up to the middle once again. And exit against the wall. Gonna cut the apron on his first lap. Get back up at the track. Dives back into turn number 1. This time a little lower actually, almost right to that white line. Down the back straightaway for the final time on his qualifying lap here. Down to turn number 3. Not as low as he did in turn 1, but he got still pretty low down there. Comes off of turn number 4. Completes his qualifying lap now. His lap's done. Here's Weasel in the 18 coming out of turn 4. He's going to complete his lap now. Going to stay on the track actually, not cut down to the apron. And here's Predator in the 9, the final qualifier. Comes out of turn number 4. Cuts the dog leg to the start finish line. And there you go. Qualifying is officially over from Las Vegas. The final qualifying session on Heat 3 is complete. Now, I saw Bradley doing donuts there. We're gonna get more drivers in here. We got Predator in here the first time, so let's get Wine Guy in here in the 0. There's his car, and now we're gonna get him in here. That's Ryan guy. How are you?
Pretty good.
That's good. Now, for next weekend, which is going to be on the first first race on NASCAR 4, you're still going to be in the zero car. You're still going to have sponsorship from Flex Tape, so you're getting a sponsorship deal there until the end of the season. But how was the transition from NASCAR 4 and NASCAR 3 on you?
Very, very, very different. A lot more realistic. Tire wear's a lot different. So, especially with me having Heat 4 and just racing races, and compare it to Heat 3, it's completely different, and Vegas is one track that's changed a whole lot.
Now, you're going to be going for the championship this year in the National Series. You're locked in on points, but I know you want to get that valuable win to punch your ticket on the for the playoffs. But if you could win tonight or get one of the stages, that would be more playoff points that would help you in your quest for the championship. So, are you going to be going for the stage win, or are you just going to be going for the race win always on?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm just like, yeah, I want to win, but knowing that I'm locked in, I'm here to have fun and just enjoy the race. Yeah, I'm gonna try my heart out and try to win this race, but it's a fun race. Then the real stuff happens when the playoffs starts.
Now, you and I say that your teammate Northway and Trainer are three also Nascar man as well. If I gotta throw him in there, so pretty much half the field, or half the playoff field, are low guys. Like they're not they're just laying in the weeds a little bit. They're ready to strike when they're ready to. But so how you're gonna handle being one of those guys that just hiding in the weeds, ready to make a move, while you got Predator, GT Jones, Weasel, and Incock up there going for wins, playoff points.
I don't know. I like to be hiding in the weeds, I guess, in a way, for the lead. And once I know I have a taste for that lead, I'm not gonna just let that leader go. I'm just gonna fight the crap out of him, make him burn up his stuff without trying to burn mine up, which will allow me to blow right by him.
Now, I meant to ask Predator this earlier, but I never did. But say if, in this case, it's going to be you and Northway fighting that last spot and to get to the next round of the playoffs. Are you going to be racing him as your team owner, or are you going to be racing him as another driver on the track?
Well, you brought, like, with if me and him are battling out for the last spot, he's just another driver that I need to beat, because even though he's my team owner, yeah, but he's a driver that I have to beat, and I can't put team aside. I have to be in front of him or have to win a race, and I can't just have him say like, oh yeah, I need this, I need that. No, I'm on my own path.
Well, good luck to you tonight. Hopefully you can get some valuable playoff points. I hope you in your quest for your championship, and talk to you soon.
Alright, thank you.
No problem. Alright, I'm going to get Weasel in here real quick, but first we're going to get the qualifying results in. So, my guy got the pole with a 31.5. Bradley got second with a 31.605. Predator got third with a 31.62. Incock got fourth with a 31.64 with a 5. Weasel got fifth with a 31.64 with an 8. And Nascar man runs out of the field with a 31.7. So, we're going to get Weasel in here real quick. He's going to be debuting a new body style for the Toyota manufacturer in the National Series starting next week at Richmond with the Supra. He's going to go from a Camry to a Supra next week at Richmond. He's also going to have some new sponsorship. Ream and Wood are not going to be sponsoring the 18 car. They're going to be sponsoring the 20 car whenever the 20 car hits the track once again. But until then, he's going to have IK9 as his sponsor for the season. So, going to get him in here real quick and see how he feels about Las Vegas tonight. And there's Weasel. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing alright. Now, I mentioned the Ryan guy and Predator about the sponsorship deals for next week at Richmond on for the next rest of the season. You're going to have not only a new sponsorship, but also you're going to have a new model for the Toyota. The Toyota Supra is going to be hitting the track once we get to Richmond next week. So how do you feel about the Supra returning to the track?
I really like the Supra. It's a nice looking car. It's very clean looking. Much better than these ugly looking Camrys. I don't really like these, but it's a good car. I've kind of been getting used to NASCAR Heat 4. I feel pretty confident on it. Just the tire wear is still kind of killing me. But switching back to NASCAR 3 has had to been another adjustment, which has kind of been a pain. So we'll see how the race goes. I feel like there's going to be some people having trouble with switching back for a race. Next week will be good.
Now, how do you feel about the transition from Heat 4 to Heat 3? Because you sounds like you're already having a little bit of trouble with that.
Going back to Heat 3, I don't know. It's just the grip level is way different. The tire wear is different. The stability is different. So it's just these cars are a little bit less stable than they are in NASCAR Heat 4. You have to run tighter setups on NASCAR Heat 4 than you can on here, and it's just a different adjustment. The fact that you can full throttle on here and that you can't on NASCAR Heat 4. So.
Now, how do you feel about IK not being responsible for the 18 car the rest of the season?
I like it. It's good with it. They have pretty cool paint schemes. Right now they only have one. I'm hoping they add the red, white, blue AK9 paint scheme at some point. Right now it's just a plain black and blue one, but it's a nice looking paint scheme. Can't wait to run it this year.
Now, how are you going to be handling Las Vegas tonight? Because I've seen I seen Bradley won the bottom. Sometimes also mainly the middle and the top. I saw one guy winning the bottom for a little bit. So what lane are you going to be winning tonight?
Well, it's another thing that's been a problem for me transitioning from NASCAR Heat 4 back a year, because in NASCAR Heat 4 I like running the top. I like staying up there by the Larson line. It works really well for me. And I've been trying to do that on here too, and it just can't, because the multi-gear racing is just not as good as it is in NASCAR Heat 4. You can get away with running the top in 1 and 2 maybe, but 3 and 4 it just doesn't work that well. You might be able to get to the middle a bit. I'm gonna have to start sticking my car down at the bottom, but right now it's kind of been a trouble for me trying to get it down there.
Now, I put you as one of the 4 drivers that will be going for the championship. That it's going to be, full throttle going for the title. I put you in a group with Predator, Incog, and GT Jones as drivers that will be going out trying to get wins, stage points, playoff points. But I also put NASCAR Man, Ryan Guide, Norfree, and Trainer as in another group as the 4 drivers that will be looking in the weeds a little bit, ready to strike whenever they're ready to. So how do you feel about being one of those drivers that has a better shot, pretty much, at getting this championship?
I'm glad to see it. I just kind of want to go out and perform well. Hope my internet doesn't go against me. It's going to be the death of me in this series. Really confident with our ending tracks in NASCAR Heat 4 the other day. A couple of us ran through all the playoff tracks on NASCAR Heat 4, and I did pretty well in most of them. So we'll just see what happens.
Well, good luck to you tonight as you begin your quest for the championship next week in Richmond, and talk to you soon.
Alright, thank you. You have a good broadcast.
Thank you, you too. Oh, not you too. You have a good race. Alright. Now, I think the drivers meeting will be getting underway here in a little bit. Maybe you have time for one more interview? Maybe, I don't know. But we're actually gonna wait out. We're gonna wait the interviews for a little bit, because the drivers meeting's gonna be getting underway in about another minute. So I was just listening to the what Weasel was saying in the Discord, but once Bradley starts the drivers meeting, I'll be quiet and then try to get one more interview in here. Try to get NASCAR man, not NASCAR man, Incog in here, and see how got a Cup driver here. Got the Western Field National Series drivers, over 5 drivers from the National Series going for the championship, and of course 1 going for the Cup Series championship. So from his win in Daytona, and he also got a very emotional win in Indy last week. So this past Sunday. So if you heard that language, I'm sorry. Actually, I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna turn my fan on real quick. It's getting a little. Sorry, it was getting a little hot in here. That's what I meant to say. I turned my mic off as soon as I started to speak. So, gonna turn my fan on real quick. Back in a second. Well, meanwhile, you can hear the talk of the Discord chat. So, I'll let you hear that real quick. Driver's meeting's getting underway. I'll let y'all hear it.
At Richmond, we will be on NASCAR Heat 4 for the remainder of the season. Everybody should have the game by now, which, I mean, everybody in this lobby has NASCAR Heat 4, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Pace speed is going to be 65 miles an hour. Commitment line, there is a line that comes off the track into pit road. If you cross that anytime, rather if you're faking or you decide to pit late, that will be a back of the line penalty. Under green flag, if you decide to pit, you must stay on the apron until the exit of turn 2. No cautions. No cautions 3 laps into the stage and the last 2 laps of the stage. Lag out lap is 5. No cautions the last 5 laps of the race. The stages are 22 laps apiece. Bradley, were we talking about bumping it up to 25?
25, 50. If you want to move it to 25, we can, but if not, we can keep it 22.
Okay.
Either way, we're good on fuel.
Let's just do 25. It's an extra 3 laps. So we'll do 25 each. So that will be very interesting. We're pretty good about this with the trucks in the cup. It's a little different, but I have to talk about it anyways. No switching lanes before the start-finish line on restarts, and since it's Las Vegas, no one can use the apron until after the restart is over. You can use it during green flags, just not on restarts. Just so you know, if you are racing side by side and you decide to use the apron in the tri-oval, the person on your outside does not have to let you up. If you do come up and cause some type of wreck, some type of incident, it will be known as a aggressive driving warning. Anything else, Bradley?
I don't think you're missing anything. But then again, last night I didn't think I was missing anything, and the last second I remembered like 3 things.
This is the last race before the playoffs. Everybody who's in here besides Bradley is locked into the playoffs. Since Norfree is not here, we will be kicking him from the league, is what I was told by Austin Johnston. So, like I said, there is only one person that gets eliminated out of the round of 8. And then, like I said, the first 8 drivers that are in the playoffs get bonus points based off of their position and points in the regular season. I have locked up the regular season championship, so that gets me, I think, 13 points. And then I think it's 10 for second all the way down. It may be different. I don't know. But any questions, comments, or concerns?
Nope.
Let's do Homestead on Heat 3.
Let's not. Let's not. I wouldn't mind you saying, like, let's do the Roval on Heat 3, but other than that. I haven't tried the Roval on Heat 4, so. Oh, it's terrible. I hate it.
No, what is that?
It's terrible now. Too much braking. Like, yeah, I understand road courses, you brake and everything, but just, you're gonna, overrun corners like a shit ton if you don't brake the right time. Well, it's just practice. Yeah, and if points get used to it. And then when you go into the race and people don't practice and you're outrunning them because they're fucking overdriving corners, then...
Yeah, and if you hit those curbs too and the chicanes, you will fucking fly. Trust me. I hit one of them and my
So
car
it's like
started
iRacing?
flips.
Yeah. Remember Parker Kligerman last year? And iRacing?
Right.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I remember that. He went through the backstretch chicane and flipped. Jesus.
The thing is, I wasn't even going that fast through it either. I was doing probably about 50, and I hit the curbs and it just bounced my car way up in the air.
It either bounces me
fucking
up or
ramp.
spins me. Don't know.
Well, they were talking about NASCAR 4, so that's going to be the end of the drivers meeting. Going to get one more drone here before, I know there's 2 more, that's not the series that I wanted to choose. There's 2 more drivers that I can choose from. Between NASCAR and Hancock, but I think we're going to have time for one more, so let's get Hancock in here real quick. Who's driving the 42 car tonight, and we'll get him in here real quick. Hancock might join, but I don't know. Oh, there he is. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. Now, starting at Richmond next Saturday, your sponsor, Fire Alarm Services, will be leaving the 42 car and sponsoring Trainer in the 23, but that left you out of a ride because you had no sponsorship until you got a call from Cali Racing to drive their 10 car starting at Richmond when the playoffs begin. Going to have Nutrient AG Solutions as your sponsor, so how do you feel about switching teams as the playoffs begin?
It was a little bittersweet. I was getting used to that 42 car, and it was feeling nice and everything, but it's going to feel weird. The weirdest thing is going to be like during roll calls and stuff is, you know, they're going to say a different number, and I'm just probably going to sit there and completely forget I switched numbers. Other than that, it's pretty cool.
And as the playoffs draw closer, your championship hopes will be getting brighter because you are one of those drivers that I classified as mainly drivers that will be hard to beat as the playoffs come. I put you, Weasel, Predator, and GT Jones in one group, and I put NASCAR Man, Trainer, Northway, well not until now, and Lion Guy as the 3 drivers now, who are going to be the 3 drivers just, you know, looking in the weeds a little bit, waiting to strike wherever they're ready to. So how do you feel about being one of those 4 drivers having a better shot at the championship than the other 3?
It feels pretty good, especially where I started off in the first half of the year. At first, when I came in, I wasn't as confident. Well, I was confident, and then a couple of races went by, and then I lost it. Definitely can tell that I gained it back, and it's definitely proven that I have worked my tail off to get here.
Now, I've talked to Predator, I've talked to Weasel, I talked to Lion Guy as well. They mentioned which lines they're going to be running. Bradley's going to be running the middle. I saw that in practice. Predator's going to be trying to run the bottom. Lion Guy's trying to run the bottom. Weasel mentioned that he was going to try to run the top. He tried to run the top, and that didn't work, so he's going to try the middle for the race. So, which lane are you going to be choosing to run tonight?
I'm definitely going to choose the bottom lane the whole entire night. It's all about comfort. You know, some people, there's that big bump in turn 1 where if you hit it the wrong way, it's going to send you sailing in that wall. So if you hit that line low enough, you can full throttle it. So as long as I don't hit that bump, that low line is going to be beneficial.
Well, good luck to you tonight. Hopefully you can get some more playoff points. Hopefully you get your first win before the playoffs begin. And talk to you soon. See you. Alright, that's gonna be it for the stream for part number 2. Part number 3 is about to come your way in just a minute. And I'll be back in a second.